What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. Today we have Tennessee State's round number 5, and on the left we have Alex Haas, and he's playing the Trevenant break deck. But some interesting things to note is he's actually playing the other Trevenant with the Nervous Seed, what says as long as this Pokemon is your active Pokemon, the attacks of your basic Pokemon's your opponent's basic Pokemon's attacks cost 1 more energy, and this is kind of helping against Night March. You know, Night March, they need 2 energies to attack with the Dimension Valley. With Pumpkaboo, they still need 2 as well. So now they need 3 energies to actually knock out this Trevenant, which can be very helpful because by then you can knock out multiple Night Marches, which is very, very great. Because Silent Fear can, double knockout. Not that one. The Silent Fear can double knockout Pumpkaboos and Joltix, which is great. Now Alex didn't play Echo Arm as well, but he did play Megaphone. He did opt to play the Headringers to make where Pokemon need, or EX Pokemon need 1 more energy to attack. So he's kind of going for a little bit techie, more Trevenant build. He has 4 Wally as well to try to guarantee that turn 1 Trevenant lock. But give me a second, we'll see on the player on the right and see what they're playing. Alright, on the right we have Max Armitage playing the Yveltal Gallade deck. We really haven't seen this deck that much during the tournament, but Max did make it to round number 5 playing the deck. He is playing, Yveltal with the Blue Wing for 30 damage, the Fright Knight Yveltal, which makes it where active tools do not work if this Pokemon is in active spot. So what you could do is maybe hit some Pokemon with the Yveltal, sit in this guy and make it where Fighting Fury Belts don't work, which is pretty cool. 33 Zoroark line, 2 Gallade, a Jirachi Stardust, which is really, really good against Vespiquen and Vileplume. You just Stardust, discard the DC's energies. They might knock it out eventually, but you can get rid of DC's that way. Fright Knight Yveltal is great as well against Vespiquen because you can Light Standard Vileplume, make it stuck in the active spot, which is great. Everything else pretty much standard. The Reverse Valley might be not considered standard and make it where your Dark Pokemon do 10 more damage. He does play 2 Muscle and 1 Fighting Fury Belt just for weird math reasons, I imagine. So 1 Target Whistle will bring up maybe a Shaman out of the discard pile if we want to. But yep, that is Max's list, and let's see the game right now. Alright, so here we go. Tennessee State's round number 5. Like I said, on the left we have Alex playing his Trevenant deck, and on the right we have Max playing his Yveltal deck. Don't be confused. I know Alex has the Darkrai mat, which makes it seem like he's not playing Trevenant, but trust me, he's playing Trevenant, and Max has his Max actually looks pretty cool. The Charizard, Venusaur, Blastoise looking thing. But we see Alex mulligan turn number 1. Now, what's going to happen is if Max can get a turn 1 Gallade off, it puts Alex in a weird position because now Max can, have Premonition, rearrange top 5 cards of his deck, and kind of break the trainer lock from Trevenant. It's going to depend who goes first. Whoever goes first has a really big advantage, obviously, because Alex can get the turn 1 Trevenant, making where Max can't use any of his trainer cards, while if Max goes first, he has the possibility of getting out the Gallade, making where Trevenant's not that useful. And we'll see what happens. A lot of people say, Trevenant just automatically loses the Darkrai because of its weakness. And here we go, setting up, it looks like 2 mulligan draws for Max. And there is looks like a Zora and an Yveltal for Max. We see a Flowstone going to the active, an Ultra Ball, discarding a Maxie's and a Dark Energy. And let's see what he decides to get out. Maybe a Shaman, maybe another Zora, maybe an Yveltal. There's so many different options he can go. And let's see what he decides to get. Can he get the turn 1 Gallade or not? There's an Yveltal. Battle Compressor, this is going to discard 2 Gallades and maybe a Maxie's, I think. Or I think he already discarded Maxie's with that Ultra Ball. There's 2 Gallades, and let's see, Battle Compressor, that seems good. Alright, another Battle Compressor for Max, okay. Let's see what he discards this time. There's a Dark Energy, so 2 Darks in the discard pile. We see maybe Target Whistle, yeah, that's pretty much useless because item log. He could maybe get rid of Super Rod. Looks like he can get rid of another Battle Compressor. That seems fine as well. Alrighty, let's see. Does Max have the turn 1 Maxie's Gallade or not? There's a Dark Energy via Seeker for the Maxie's, and he will get the turn 1 Gallade. And like I said, this is going to help him out a lot against Item Lock, which is great. And let's see what Max decides to do. It looks like he's going to Premonition, rearrange top 5 cards of his deck. Now, Max needs to retreat that Zora because we know Alex plays a Startling Megaphone, and if Alex can hit that Megaphone, discard that Floatstone, and get out of Trevenant, that Zora is going to be stuck in the active spot, and we'll be able to see Max just pass. And, yep, we're going to see what happens this turn. Does Alex get down the turn 1 Trevenant? All he needs is energy, and he can Ascension to get out. Okay. We're going to see Alex look at his hand, Ultra Ball, discard an Ultra Ball and a Head Ringer, maybe getting another Phantom down, maybe a Shaman. What would be a great turn 1 from Alex is if he can get down a Phantom, Wally the bench Phantom into a Trevenant, and essentially the active Phantom into a Trevenant as well. Getting 2 Trevenants down is pretty much the best thing you could do turn 1 being a Trevenant player. We see a Shaman coming down. Looks like he doesn't really have anything, so he's opting to play Shaman to draw some more cards, which is fine. Alright, so it's going to come down. Psychic Energy to the active. Dimension Valley. Trainer's Mail. He could get a... Okay, he's going to grab a Bursting Balloon. Now remember, Alex does not play an Echo Arm, so once that Bursting Balloon is gone, it is gone forever. Okay, so we'll see. He's going to shuffle up. He does have the Shaman in his hand. Looks like he's going to Shaman, draw 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Drawn up to 6. Can he find a Phantom and a Wally? Alright, let's see. Can he pull it off or not? Looks like he's contemplating an Ultra Ball. And he does have a Wally in his hand. Let's see. Does he go for that or not? He has a Trainer's Mail as well. He hasn't played a supporter card either. There's a Trainer's Mail. Can he find a supporter card? It looks like he's eyeballing the VS Seeker. Not that helpful. It looks like he's going to grab a Bursting Balloon. Which, I mean, it's kind of weird. If he does hit a Sycamore, well, he has the Wally regardless, so he's going to Wally this turn. So you see an Ultra Ball discarding Wobbuffet and a Psychic Energy. Let's see, does this one get out of Phantom? It looks like he's eyeballing Phantom, maybe the Shaman. Let's see what he decides to get. Does he get the Phantom or the Shaman? If he doesn't have another supporter card in his hand besides Wally, I can see him why he would get the Shaman. And yep, gonna get that Shaman, gonna set up some more. And can he find a Phantom and maybe a Sycamore for the following turn? Alright, we see Starling. Oh, and he does hit the Starling Megaphone, discarding that Flowstone off the Zora. Well, now it's stuck in the active spot. Now Max will have to waste energy to retreat it, which is not too big of a deal. But now, you know, later on, you can't stand in, retreat, all that good stuff with the Zoroark. Alright, and let's see, what does Alex decide to do? Looks like he's just going to Wally, get a Trevenant out, and probably just pass. He can't use Tree Slam. He needs a Psychic, Colors. And with the Dimension Valley, it only provides a Psychic and a Colors for the turn. So yeah, Trevenant coming out, and we'll probably just see a pass onto Max's turn. Alright, let's see what happens. What does Max have? Now, Max will have to worry about this Burst Balloon. It will hit 60 on his active Pokemon, whoever attacks it. So we'll see what he decides to do. So Burst Balloon, okay. There's a Reverse Valley, going to make it where he does 10 more damage to Alex's active Pokemon. And it's before applying weakness and resistance, if I remember correctly. And Yveltal coming down. Does Alex have an energy to retreat the Zora? I think it just has... Oh, maybe it has a 2 retreat cost. Maybe that's his only... Maybe it's only energy in his hand. I'm not 100% sure what its energy cost is to retreat. But either way, he can retreat a Oblivion, hit the Trevenant for 80 because of 30 plus Reverse Valley. But it will take 60 from this. Oh, never mind. There's a Zoroark. So the Burst Balloon won't even hit this Yveltal this turn. Alright, we'll see Oblivion do 30 and plus the Reverse Valley 10 more, so it makes it up to 80 damage total. Alrighty. On to Alex's turn, sorry. We see Reverse Valley coming down, Trevenant Break coming down, and we can't see Silent Fear doing 30 everywhere. We see a Burst Balloon coming down, which will once again make it where it does 60 to the active or everywhere else. And yep, we'll see Silent Fear doing 30 to everybody. And on to Max's turn, we see Sycamore. There we go. Discard his hand, draws 7 new cards. And let's see, can he find another Dark Energy? And what he could do, it makes it where he can use, if he attaches Dark Energy and Oblivion to the other Yveltal with the 2 energies, he can use Darkness Blade for 100 damage to constantly knock out Trevenants, because 100 times 2 is 200, which is a knockout, because they have 170 HP. Now, when Max attacks his turn for 60, it's actually not going to knock out the Trevenant. It's going to be short 30 damage, because Trevenant does have 170 HP. So let's see what Max decides to do. Does he want to get hit with the Burst Balloon? That's the big question. We see a Dark Energy attachment for the turn, and we'll see a Oblivion doing another attack. It will hit for 60, and that Trevenant will be up to 140 damage. On Alex's turn, we see a Trainer's Mail. Look at the top 4 cards of his deck. Not going to really get... looks like he's going to grab a Wally. Okay. Now, Wally's, you know, not that useful. He can't evolve this turn. Nobody to really evolve. And let's see, what does Alex decide to do? Alright, let's see what Alex is going to do. Looks like he has a energy in his hand. Looks like, okay, he has a Mystery Energy in hand. He will use the Tree Slam, do it 60 to the active, knocking out that Yveltal, and 20 to the Yveltal and 20 to the Zora. Alright, On a Max turn, let's see what happens. What does Max have? He's going to promote that Gallade, and there's a DC to the active. He can use its Sensitive Blade to knock it out. I think Trevenant has resistance, but I think he does like 60 base, and then minus 20, which is 40, which is the knockout on the Trevenant, because it has 30 HP left. And Max is using Premonition, going to reach top 5 cards of his deck. I think he already did. And we'll see a Sensitive Blade knocking out that Trevenant break. And let's see, what does Alex have? He has a Wally's Psychic. Yeah, I don't think there's a Psychic Energy. He would have Sky Return, maybe. No, you can't Sky Return because then you just lose if you have a supporter card. We see a Fighting for Your Belt going on to the Yveltal on the bench. Max can follow. Oh, he can also play trainer cards now too because there's no Trevenant in the active spot. We see a Dark Energy going down to the Yveltal. We see a Lysander bringing up the other Trevenant just to activate the Sensitive Blade for the turn. And we'll see a VS Seeker for the Lysander. And then we'll see a Sensitive Blade probably knocking out the Shaman. It will do 130, but with resistance 110, which is perfect numbers to knock out this Shaman. Looks like Max is going to grab a Maxis off the Trainer's Mail. Okay. And we'll see a Muscle Band attachment to the other Yveltal. And going to see a Premonition, rearrange top 5 cards of his deck. I saw maybe a Lysander, I'm not sure. I can't really see what's those 5 cards. But Max is pretty much ready to go. Like, he's going to take a knockout on the Shaman. Then take a knockout on another Shaman. And, you know, be in a really good spot. On Alex's turn, he needs something. And we see Alex just scoop the game, realize that he can't do anything. Wow, so I mean, Alex did get, you know, he got the Trevenant out turn 1. He got the Ascension. He actually had the Wally turn 1. But, I mean, he just didn't have anything. No Sycamore, no Judge. And that just wasn't a good game from Alex. But we'll see what happens in game number 2. Can Alex get that turn 1 Trevenant? Can he Wally into Trevenant or not? That's the big question. If he can pull that off, he can lock Max out of so many item cards. Because there is a lot in his deck to help get that turn 1 Gallade. And we'll see if that's going to be possible or not. And if that does happen, then Max can get his turn 1 Gallade, which is very, very useful in this item locking, because that way you can bypass those training cards you really don't need. And we're going to see, alright, let's see what happens. Can Alex get the turn 1 or not? That's the big question. And can Trevenant take down the Yveltal, which some people consider its auto loss. Alright, so 7 cards being set up, and let's see what happens. It looks like Alex might have mulliganed, and yes, he did mulligan one more time, just like game number 1. Hopefully he finds a Pokemon. He doesn't get Max too many cards, because Alex will be in a weird position, because he really can't judge. Turn 1, he needs to waste the turn 1 of walling to shut down Max's item cards. Alright, we're going to see, okay, we're going to try number 2. Let's see, does he get a Pokemon or not? Alright, looks like, yep, he got some kind of purple Pokemon out, which could be Wobbuffet. And, oh man, it is a Wobbuffet, but there's also a Frightened Yveltal in the active spot. Now, this is kind of interesting, because Frightened Yveltal shuts down, what is it? It shuts down tools from the from your opponent's side of the field, but Wobbuffet shuts down Yveltal, so now tools should work, if I did the thing correctly in my head. But we see an Ultra Ball discarding Trevenant and a Bursting Balloon. Gonna get down to Phantom, and can Alex, does he have a Flowstone and a Wally? If he has both of those, he can Flowstone, retreat into the Phantom, and use the Wally. That'd be great. Turn 1, they will see a Phantom coming down. Okay, we see a Psychic Energy. He has the Wally. Does he have a Flowstone? He already attached energy for the turn, so no Mystery Energy on that Wobbuffet. And let's see, does it happen or not? That's the big question. Let's see, does he have the Flowstone or not? It looks like he does not. There's a Megaphone or something else. So, man, Alex got the turn 1 Trevenant, but he didn't get the Flowstone to retreat the Wobbuffets. Oh, man. But on the next turn, let's see what happens. We're going to see a Zoroark coming down. We're going to see maybe a Dark Energy attachment. There we go. Now, Pitch Black Spear is still a good attack, 60. You hit a Trevenant for 120, which can knock it out if it does get promoted. And does Max have anything? Is it his turn to draw dead? I mean, Alex is kind of dead drawing too as well. So, on to Alex's turn. He gets a Trevenant break, okay, and does he have anything else? There's a Flowstone, so he can retreat this Wobbuffet, but does he want to or not? That's the big question, because the Trevenant will just get hit. We'll see a pass on to Max's turn, and let's see what happens. He does have an Ultra Ball in his hand, so Ultra Ball discarding a, let's see what he wants to discard. a Lysander and a Hex Maniac is what it seems like he's going to do. Now, what Max can do is a Lysander up that Trevenant and then play a Shaman to draw up to 6 cards in his hand. That could be a cool combo to pull off. He did discard a Lysander already, but there's a Zoroark coming down, so maybe he doesn't want to go for that play. I'm not sure what to see, what Max decides to do. But getting the Zoroark out is great. Having the ability to stand in and retreat. He gets a Floodstone this turn as well. That'd be great to attach it before he's item locked. There we see a VS Seeker. Looks like he's going to grab the Hex Maniac. I think that's what it was. We'll see a Lysander, though. Bring it up to Trevenant break. Okay. And then we'll see a Shaman drawing up to 6. So he VS Seeker for a Hex Maniac and then did that. We'll see a DC going to the active. And we'll see a pitch Blackspear do 120 to the active. And no 60 on the Wobbuffet, it only affects EX Pokemon. And does Alex finally draw into anything or not? Will we just see another pass? Man, that's going to be really bad for Alex if that's... Man, it looks like he just has the worst hand possible right now. And yep, just a pass on a Max's turn. We'll see probably just another Pitch Black Spear doing 60. And taking a knockout, taking out the only Phantom. Only a Trevenant on play. And yep, there's a knockout. Alright, on to Alex's turn. Does he hit a Sycamore? Just a pass, and Max unfortunately can't take a knockout this turn, but this is Zoroark discarding that Flowstone, saying you're not going to free retreat next turn if you do get a Trevenant or a Phantom and a Wally. Here we see a Battle Compressor from Max. Go and discard 3 cards out of his deck. Let's see what he decides to discard. Maybe a Battle Compressor, maybe some Glades for sure. Yeah, Battle Compressor, Gallade, and a Maxie's. Maybe the other Gallade is priced, so that's why he decided to go with those 2. Okay, he does have reverse value, which doesn't really change anything. And there's a Muscle Band to the active. It will hit for 80 damage because of Wobbuffet shutting down Yveltal is the thing. So we see 80. Megaphone getting rid of that Muscle Band. And we'll see a pass on a Max's turn. We see a Fighting Fury Belt. It will hit for 70 now and give that Yveltal 40 more HP. There's an Yveltal EX with a Dark Energy. That seems fine. And we'll see a knockout onto Alex's turn. We see a Burst Balloon onto the active. And on to Max's turn. Let's see what he decides to do. Looks like he might play a Hex Maniac. There's a Dark Energy Hex Maniac. So that means the Burst Balloon will not hit Max because I don't think it should hit Max. Yep, that shouldn't have hit Max because of Bio Barricade shutting off the... yeah, he Hex Maniac getting rid... Well, no. Yeah, okay, it does hit because Hex Maniac just shuts down all abilities. Whatever. But there we go. Max taking the game. I forgot he Hex, which affects both players, so the Burst Balloon does hit it. But, man, Alex just didn't have anything. But hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a great day. Alrighty. Bye.